Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with some more Eliminator picks. We have 3 minutes to do this first one, which is shockingly more time than we usually have. So that's pretty nice. We have 3 minutes. And I'm loud on my phone today, making sure that everything is working, and it is great. Um, yeah. So I'd say we just start making some picks. This one will. Today is going to be. Well, I'll just get this out of the way now. I'll say this again at the end. Today's going to be a 3 stream schedule. There'll be one now, one around 4 o'clock, and one around 10 o'clock. So, here we start with Gibbs, Judkins, Bucky, Collins, Rice. We got Jalen Hurts, top of the kick, top of my ranks. That's probably pretty good, and then I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Still DK Metcalf, tier ahead of these other receivers, even with the kick really wanting to get Chris Godwin. And receivers the position I need most. Sometimes the picks are just simple. Now, if you see me looking around, it's because I am thirsty and my water. Oh, it's over back. Guys, it's very important to stay hydrated. So I say hydrated. All right. Now we're back. Frenchie Eliminator 3. Looking at Jalen Hurts, DK Metcalf, very similar position. Bijan, Javante, Bucky, Collins, Luther Burden. I think the second week 10 bye is why the kick is saying maybe you should take DK Metcalf over Jalen Hurts. Also, looking at the turn, this guy needs receivers. So taking his receiver, probably a good thing. Especially when I also need receivers. We're in direct competition for good receivers. And then we'll see whether we get Hurts on the comeback or someone else. Not really sure. Oh, yep. It hadn't happened for a while that the internet was being screwy. So I was wondering if it was better. It's looking like maybe not. Maybe it's still screwy. All right. So we just took Josh Downs up. So the big news, obviously, today was Keenan Allen actually signing. I've been pretty high on Keenan Allen. It's been a big 18th round click for me. Not as high as some people, obviously, because that's not how I draft, but pretty high. Yeah, and Cyrus Allen and Caleb Douglas, wow, they're just have people rocket tripping up. Where is Keenan Allen in my ranks? Right above Joe and Coleman and Jaden Blue. Below Gesicki. Yeah, he needs to rise. Because I think Colts is also one of the better destinations for him. I think, Dontavian Wicks also needs to rise, a lot. Dontavian Wicks over Omar Cooper, probably. Yeah, Spears can come up as well. To this, Tracy Keaton Mitchell tier, I think. With the Tony Pollard injury being impactful, Marshawn Lloyd also definitely needs to be jumping Sean Tucker. Probably jumps Tank Bigsby and Brian Robinson. Right around Dylan Sampson. No, Woody Marks. Woody Marks is a great comparison. And then Braylon Allen needs to go up a little bit. So does Helani, frankly, with what they've been saying about. I have a lot of targets here for these late round running backs. I'm trying to make sure that there's no one else that I'm missing. Pat Bryant should be going out. Yeah, this is. I guess today is also going to be a ranking update stream because so much has happened. Yeah, Keenan Allen needs to be. Let's be clear. Would you rather have Keenan Allen or A.D. Mitchell? I feel like that's pretty close. I feel like, or Trey Harris. I feel like that's about where it's tough. Whereas, I'm pretty sure I want Dalton Schultz ahead of him. I'm pretty sure I want Omar Cooper or Dontavian Wicks ahead of him. Yeah, I'm not really buying into the Jacoby Lane hype that much. Like, I just think it's going to be very tough for him to up in Bateman quickly, and that's what he needed to do to be relevant in this format, I believe. Darnell Mooney gets nuked with all of this neighbor stuff. Feels like probably a little bit better of a pick, but I've got enough of him. I don't really need to move him up. For my personal stuff, oh yes, Pat Bryant. Okay, let's put a real ranking on Michael Wilson. Like Michael Wilson or Keenan Allen. It's probably Michael Wilson in theory. Like Michael Wilson or Omar Cooper. Yeah, I'm not moving him above Trey Tucker. So it's a real rank. It doesn't really matter because I'm never going to get him, but I'm like, at least so I can like be comparing players at the same position accurately. So like when I'm moving Caleb Douglas up, I can actually be like comparing like Caleb Douglas versus Tyquan Thornton. Yeah, I probably want Tyquan Thornton. Caleb Douglas. I want Pat Bryant higher. We didn't save my rankings. Damn it. I want Jalen Naylor higher. I want Jalen Naylor and Trey Tucker like back to back ish. Or like, yeah. Oh, Juwan Johnson to the fucking moon, by the way. Like, come on. Let's be honest here. Would we rather have Juwan Johnson or Travis Kelce? I think that's like actually a discussion with the Jordan Tyson injury in this format. Would you rather have Juwan Johnson or Jake Ferguson? I think that's a serious discussion. Yeah, these are like interesting guys to like think about. It's like everyone below Samaje Perine is more just like interesting guys to think about. Yeah, Nick Westbrook Akine not ranked anymore. Darnell Mooney needs to go in this like dead zone. I still think there are builds where Jake Tonjes is right, so I'm going to keep him. But yeah, everyone up here. Stowers, I think, just like Stowers is actually the like I will actually make this click zone. Everyone below Stowers is like, ugh. Really, ugh. Yeah, Marshall Lloyd needs to go way up. As I said earlier, I think at least into this like Tracy Keaton Mitchell range. Maybe like a step down. Like definitely. Yeah, actually, like Tyjae Spears, Marshall Lloyd, Dylan Sampson all feel pretty similar before the Pollard injury, which takes Tyjae up to this Algier like territory, I think. Like these guys are noobs, right? Yeah, they're noobs. Great. Exactly what I want. I don't want to be getting any of those guys. Kenyon Sneak, especially in this format, it's probably just a zero. Like, would you rather have Kenyon Sneak or Charlie Kolar? Probably Charlie Kolar. So, yeah, he's like a Stowers level tight end now. Just like being injured and stuff. And I think I might take Stowers over him. Maybe. It's like close. Yeah, let me make sure that there's just like no. Oh, Cyrus Allen needs to go way up. Definitely above Thornton. Him and Douglas need to move up, actually. And Keenan needs to move up. That's the entire reason I started doing this, is because Keenan needs to move up. Yeah, we can have like this like little tier of exciting rookies here. Like right behind the tight ends. And then, yes, so we'll have Keenan Allen move way up. Omar Cooper move way down. Got Bryant move. DeJohn Stribling, I think, even actually needs to be up here, more like, unfortunately. Camp reports and such. Maybe this like tier receiver actually is above the like Malik Washington, Michael Wilson stuff. Michael Wilson's going to be moved up to like where he actually should be. But like, yeah, like. Nope, that's not where I want Caleb Douglas. Come with me. Yeah, and then Dontavian Wicks. I definitely would rather have him over Judy. Probably would, even with the signing, rather have him over Keenan Allen. Over these guys. I think Dontavian Wicks, like, right behind Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is the last receiver that I'd want before him. The more I think about Keenan, like, he might even be going all the way up there as well. I think I'm fine with having Keenan a little bit lower. Like, and you've got Brian. Yeah, I like this. Seems about reasonable for now. Oh, I forgot about Helani and Allen. Helani, like, definitely had a Brian Robinson and Tank Bigsby. Like, that I'm sure about. I think the same thing with Braylon. It's like I think he needs to be above Tank Bigsby. Or like right around Tank Bigsby. Like I think Bigsby and Allen are like pretty similar in a lot of ways. So I think just slamming those guys together feels good. Yeah. All right. So we've updated our rankings. Then the other thing is, with the rankings, is there, like, who are the first players that we don't have ranked? Jordan Tyson is not ranked because I have plenty of him, and he is injured. Then we're looking at Kamani Vidal, Justice Hill. Devon Baylor should be on the list. Is there anyone else that I'm like, oh, wow, I really should have this guy in my player pool, at least? Cousins, I think it's reasonable to have in player pool. Mason Taylor, actually, I think is reasonable. Oh, and apparently, if there's like a little bit of Malik, I may have like just move Bucky up a little bit, like right behind Scatabo, because of LaQuint Allen being a little bit banged up. If that's actually something, which I'm not sure if it is or not, frankly. Yeah, no, sorry. LaQuint Allen suffers a soft tissue injury, will not return in training camp. Yeah, so I'm expecting I'm expecting that to be very good for Teuton. All right. So we spent some time on that. We got 10 minutes here. My rankings say maybe it's quarterback time. With Caleb. Kick says you need to grab some more running backs. Man. I don't want to be left behind on the Washington backfield train, so I will continue to scoop them up way ahead of ADP to make sure that I don't get left behind. ADP says Mayor Daniels. My ranks say Mayor Daniels. Let's see what works better for this team. It doesn't really matter. I mean, probably slightly Daniels over May because of the bye weeks. So we'll grab Daniels. Here we are at the 5.9. We started Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Brock Bowers, Jadarian Price, and Ramondre at the top of the kick. It's like you desperately need a running back. You don't need receivers. And I say no. I always need receivers. I'm a young man. I'm ready to slap it up. Give me some receivers. Here we are at the 5.2. Started 2-2 with Bijan Robinson, Bucky Irving, AJ Brown, Nico Collins. Um, Definitely prefer Burden over Devontae with our receiver bye weeks. So let's swoop him up. Here we're at 82. We started Genty, Henry, Jacobs, Rice, JMO, Colonel Tate, Josh Downs. I'm curious if people are thinking that Josh Downs should be falling significantly. I don't think so. Although I haven't had him ranked super aggressively. Like, I still think he should be ahead of Pittman and Addison. Like, in terms of like where he is amongst receivers, I think he's correct. Like, if he starts moving behind Diggs, I'm gonna be shocked. Because like, he's still even like I don't think he's gonna go behind Keenan. I think actually what this really does for me is it makes me more confident. Like the lab projection, I think is going to be better. Like Keenan not going back to the Chargers like helps the Chargers more than I think it actually hurts the Colts. Because it also means that Josh Allen's probably going to be field stretching a little bit more. So yeah, I'm comfortable with my position on Josh Downs. Yeah, JCM all the way up here, I think is a bit crazy. Laporta could be reasonable, but I think already with JMO we don't need to go that direction. Caleb Williams, again, I just don't love. I need to adjust my rankings surrounding quarterbacks specifically because I really don't love taking these guys at ADP. I don't even love taking these guys at ADP necessarily. Like as a group, like if they get down to this like Trevor Lawrence range, I'm much more happy taking them. Like Joe Burrow's probably a tier of his own because I am like a little bit happier taking him, but I will accept moving Chris Godwin up if this is like legitimately turf toe. I do want to be over. I do actually probably want to be smashing Chris Godwin, at least in this format. It's hard to overreact to injuries in this format. You can do it, but it's difficult. Jindy, Henry, Jacobs, Rice, JMO, Colonel Tate. Yeah, let's just take downs. Here at 90, we started Lamar, Scat, Ramondre, St. Brown, Rice, Godwin, Bowers. I think JCM is the click. I will absolutely. I'm going to be chasing JCM up the board so much because I don't want to be taking anyone else here. I don't want to be taking Jordan Tyson or Chuba Hubbard as they're falling. I don't want to be taking Alec Pierce or Tucker Kraft in this range. I think you should be going over Rashad White if he's like clearly the lead back. Like Michael Pittman's probably the first or Sam Porter probably the first names that I'm like, yeah, maybe if I can like make the ADP work, that I'd be happy to take over them. But like JCM is going to be a big part of my portfolio as I'm drafting him, especially like in these where it's like I started Henry, Lamb, Olave, Higgins, JMO, Watson. Yeah, I need running back. Give me running back. I might actually take Blake Corum here. Yeah, I will take Blake Corum here actually. Just because I feel very confident this guy's not taking both Washington backs. But I could see him taking a Blake Corum here. And I need I need running backs desperately. Player room, folks. Here we don't need a running back as much. We still may take JCM. I mean, no, we started Bijan, Brees, Bucky, and we don't need another one. So it's Purdy or Mahomes in my eyes. I think I go Purdy over Mahomes. I'm curious what that does to the psychic. It's going to keep JCM at the top, I think, very clearly. And then it still wants a fifth running back here. I don't know about that. All right. Here at 90, started 133. Lamar, Hampton, Etienne, Dobbins, St. Brown, Rice, Tate. Again, it's like okay. So Lemon is coming along nicely. That's good. I don't necessarily want to be taking him at this price. I already have a Lion on this team. Yeah, it's just JCM. Like if this is the case, it's going to be a lot of JCM, and then a decent amount of Rashad White. I mean, we're legitimately getting to the point where I might kick Chuba. But we started Daniels, Dobbins, Chase, AJ Brown, Rasheed Rice, T. Higgins, both Cincinnati pass catchers here, and Luther Burden. Kick says Jordan Mason. I don't know about that. I'd take Rashad White and hope Mason maybe falls back to us, but I think that's just because this team has Daniels on it. More likely to be something there. So here we started Barkley, Etienne, JCM, Jefferson, Wilson, Watson, Adunze, Downs, and Stephon Diggs. We got Harold Fannin looking us in the face very temptingly. We got one of these quarterbacks that we could grab. I could see. I don't really want to be taking a ton more. Let's just take Harold Fannin. I like Harold Fannin. He's good. And we got the Week 17 correlation. Thank the Lord. Phew. Really worried about that Week 17 correlation. Oh, wow. That's a late JCM. Would have loved him here. So I'm also going to love it when I get Rashad White. Etienne, Harvey, Lamb, Higgins, J-Mo, Tate, Downs, Bowers. Yeah, this is a Rashad White team if I've ever seen one. Here we're even later at the 10-11 turn with Gibbs, Javonte, Brees, and Tootin. Maybe I need a fifth running back. And then Mike Evans, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, Michael Pittman, and Jordan Addison. Yeah, it's quarterback time, I think. We're starting to run out of viable quarterbacks. Concepcion or Dobbs? I mean, Concepcion has been getting some really nice camp buds. But, I mean, this team, what do we have? We have Evans, Thomas, Harrison, Pittman, Addison. So it's like we have good receivers and like good baseline receivers. KC could be really good, especially on a team where we don't have Harold Fannin and we're not betting on that. More likely that Concepcion is like somewhat stealing his lunch money. But no, I think I'm just going to take Dobbs. Just bank on the routes. None of these guys I'm really enthusiastic about at receiver, so I need to be enthusiastic with the amount of receivers I have. All right, so here we started Daniels, Gibbs, Javonte, Brees Hall, Quinshon Judkins, Mike Evans. Kick is saying grab Chris Godwin. You need a receiver. Yeah, I think that's just correct. I do need a receiver. I really need a receiver. So we'll grab him. We started Kenneth Walker, CeeDee Lamb, and Malik Neighbors here. What a start. Kick is saying scat here. Again, I'm liking Wakonki, but I can see with Neighbors getting the stack. It's kind of nice. So I'll gladly take that. Here we started Judkins, Puka, Rasheed Rice, and Brock Bowers. Kick says Travion or Devontae. I don't really want Devontae and Puka very often, but I don't think I've been taking them very often. And I think it is just like the right pick here. So just like we only have we have a very rare team with Chase and Higgins on it. We'll take a Puka Devontae team. First pick is very clearly Josh Jacobs. And second pick is very clearly Garrett Wilson. Glad the sidekick agrees with me. So I say, really? Really? No Garrett Wilson here? Really? I like Garrett Wilson. Give me Garrett Wilson. Thank you very much. Um, We got here at the 6'11. We got Bijan, Tootin, AJ Brown, Rasheed Rice, and Mike Evans. Yeah, I mean I like Hurts. I'm getting a lot of Brian Thomas, and more likely this guy takes Hurts than Thomas. We'll take Hurts, and then hope we get Thomas to come back to us. I think is a better way to do this. Here at the 5.11, we started Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, Zay Flowers, Lad McConkey. Top clicks are Watson or Warren. We're not getting a lot of Watson without Jacobs, so let's go ahead and grab Watson, and then hope we get Tyler Warren to come back to us. Here we started Trey McBride, Lad McConkey, Ashton Genty, Derrick Henry. I will accept Travion here. This is actually like a Travion team if I've ever seen one. Like if he's useful early, great. But the main reason that we need Travion is because we have 2 Week 13 buys. Please help. Please send help. Yes, we're here at 34, and we have the opportunity to take Malik Neighbors after taking Kenneth Walker and CD Lamb. He's working in team drills. Like it's neighboring time. You have to let news change your philosophy, change how you're drafting. Oh yes, absolutely. Give me Mahomes and Fan in here. So we'll have a 2 quarterback room with Lamar and Mahomes, matched up with our 2 running backs, and then I will absolutely gladly take Fan in here, please. Thank you. Maybe I'm too hot on Diggs. I love Diggs. I think like he's scored 167 points last year. Like he could be declining, but that's still really good. And he's in a pretty good situation probably. So I don't know. I'm not taking Tony Pollard. What's Tony Pollard's injury? Let me remind myself. I'm gonna make sure. It's a foot injury. Didn't practice yesterday. Yeah. No, this is not the time to be taking Tony Pollard. Absolutely not. Oh, I should probably put him in a perfect spot in my rankings then. Just like Jeremiah Love needs to be in a perfect. I don't really need to move him that much. Like, sure, I'll take him behind Devonta Smith and Chris Olave, who I'm going to be taking above George Pickens. This doesn't matter because I don't think I have any eliminators in this range. But like Olave is joining this Rice Neighbors Flowers tier, and so is Pickens because that was a bit silly to not have him in there. Yeah. So this is going to be Jalen Hurts for me. Oh, I didn't actually go to my rankings to do the thing that I meant to do. Where is Tony Pollard? So Pollard definitely needs to go behind Dowdle, Dobbins, and I think Jonathan Brooks. I'm still fine taking him over RG Harvey and JCM. As long as we're still ambiguous about the injury. But yeah. This will be Jalen Hurts. Maybe I'm thinking, man. Here we started Purdy, Mahomes, Goff, Bijan, Javonte Tootin, London, Evans, BTJ, DK Metcalf. And we're staring at – they're definitely not taking another quarterback here. My thought would be Shakir. Shakir overlaps, but so does Concepcion. Could take a tight end here. Yeah, Ferguson with Javonte. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be my play. And then hope that Juwan Johnson makes it back to us. I'm curious if people are going to be steaming up Juwan Johnson with this Jordan Tyson injury as much as I think they should. Oh, darn. I don't get to take Tyler Warren here. I think there's at least some consideration. some consideration for Ramondre or Warren over Marvin Harrison. I think. I think I'm going to take Warren here. I think that's a really strong running back room. Genty, Walker, Jacobs, Warren, Higgins, Watson. Then not a room that I have a ton of, so I'm glad to be adding to it. Here we have T. Law, Matthew Stafford, Devon Achane, Bishal Tootin, Jadarian Price, J.K. Dobbins, JSN, Rashee Rice, Brian Thomas, Michael Pittman. This feels like a really good team. Probably don't need a third quarterback here. Be reasonable to entertain Jake Ferguson, but I'm also happy to grab Concepcion here. But I think Ferguson's probably better. It's time. This is where we're like starting tight end road. Here we got Henry, Kyron, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T-Mac, Terry McLaurin, and Tyler Warren. Wow, that was a really rough set of names to try and say in a row. T-Mac, Terry McLaurin, and Tyler Warren. Yeah. I'm surprised it's not saying Harvey here. Harvey would be my click. Did something happen to RJ Harvey? To have him infinitely buried? I don't think so. And because I don't think so, I'm going to continue to take him. Because I don't have a crazy amount of him. We'll grab RJ Harvey. Here, we're at the 5.5, and Mike Evans is still available. Mike Evans with Christian McCaffrey, you don't get that too often. I think we will gladly scoop that up. Gimme. Getting some values at receiver here, which is nice. Here we took Blake Corum. The guy at the turn took JCM Laporta. I was right. He's not going to take both of them, but he did take one of them as his fifth running back here. Wow. Kick says Dak Prescott. I'm going to take Rachaad White. We need running backs on this team, and this is a good team. So I don't want to lose it to lack of running back production. Oh my gosh, is that Juwan Johnson at the top of my ranks? So we got Lamar, Henry, Etienne, Jacobs, White, CeeDee Lamb, Carnell Tate, Jaden Reed, QJ. Disgusting. Why did I do that? Xavier Worthy and Jake Ferguson. Kick says I should be taking Gallas Goddard over Juwan Johnson. Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. Let's look at their last year's. Last year, Juwan Johnson had 102 targets, 77 receptions for 141 fantasy points. Dallas Goedert had 82 targets, 60 receptions, but 11 touchdowns. An outrageous touchdown spike year for him after having 2-3-3 the previous years. Like, these things are fluky. Touchdowns are fluky. And after having 11 touchdowns, he just barely outscored Juwan Johnson in half-point PPR. Absolutely ridiculous. Mark Andrews, I will accept more as a. Where the fuck is Mark Andrews? Did I accidentally zero Mark Andrews out of my ranks? I did. Okay, that's why. I'm like, why am I not seeing Mark Andrews here? Because I don't hate Mark Andrews that much. I think, like Mark Andrews versus Juwan Johnson, I think is a legitimate discussion. There are good people on both sides of that. I think he's in the tier of tight ends that I think we should be comparing Juwan Johnson to. But I think he's a little bit ahead, and we have we don't have a Ravens pass catcher yet. And it's also non-zero. Juwan comes back to me, or it is zero that Mark Andrews comes back. And Ferguson, Andrews, Juwan would be like a pretty nice tight end room. So I'm pretty happy to grab that. The next thing we'll be doing is grabbing a quarterback in this range, most likely. But yeah, so pretty nice stream today. We'll continue working on some rankings stuff during the night stream tonight. So I don't think I'm fully set on how I want my rankings to be. I think I'm going to futz around with them a little bit during the night stream. But I should be back sometime around 4:30 for our afternoon picks. And then we'll go from there. So thank you so much for stopping by, guys, and I will see you later today. Bye bye.